Alright, let's see. OBS shows that we're good.
Ruin
We do
has
have
come to
desktop
our
audio,
family.
it's just faint to myself.
You remember our venerable
Dashboard shows that we're live. And I don't... Okay, I do. It was just weird looking for a moment there. On mute. Okay, we're good.
house. You answered the letter. Now,
Right, I need to move the
like
mic,
me,
because I actually need the keyboard
you're a
and
part
mouse
of
for
this
this one.
place.
There we go. And then we let the Discord know that we are live. Wonder if there's any way I can automatically do that. Something I'm gonna have to look into, actually. General. Thanks. That's let's also update information, make sure that we're under the Darkest Dungeon channel and not Fate Grand Order, because that would be bad. I am live with Darkest Dungeon. If anyone wants to stop by. There we go. And the Discord hath been notified. Alright. Alright. And I am kind of interested in seeing if that does what I want it to do as well. But I can't really check at the moment. Alright, so now is the time I try to remember what the heck I was doing. Sanitarium is in need of upgrading still. Just need some busts. Holding on to portraits because I think I only need like 17 more or so, and then I'll get the last of these. Yes, just 17 more, and then I get the House of the Yellow Hand. I'm at 6 blueprints. Got enough to do one of these crest-wise, but we're not going to just yet. And anything else? That'll probably eventually be done just because. My courtyard crew is actually good to go. Heyo, Phoenix. Okay, so that's how the chat chose to go. That's kind of annoying that it is in such a weird orientation. I'm gonna really quickly fix that. Transform, rotate 90 degrees counterclockwise. But hey, Phoenix, how you doing? I really need to figure out how to properly scale this thing. Yeah, because otherwise it's just going to show the chat like that. I know that some people have it so that it's wide and normally thinged, but... Scale filtering point? No. Disable. I'm trying to figure this out. I've been trying for a while. Oh, heyo, Red Velvet. Nice to have you here. Just trying to figure out how to properly do this. Hey, Jiun. No, you're not dead. I think you were just... you became irrational and obsessed with self-worship is all. Okay. Let's see. Let's... No. Maybe drag it up a little bit. Or a lot. Nope, that's a bit too big there. Okay, I'm going to have to figure this out eventually. I don't know why it's doing such a weird scale. Dang, Twitch is so difficult to figure out sometimes. Yes, self-worship. In fact, I will go... Let me find you real quick. There you are, Jiun. You're no longer irrational or whatever it is, but yeah, you have egomania. You're obsessed with self-worship. Is that being full of yourself? Indeed it is, Jiun. Indeed it is. But I'm not really sure. Chat thing is chat's being weird on my side of the thing. I definitely need to figure out how to properly scale it, but that's for later, because right now I started about 15 minutes late. So let's begin. That's unrealistic. You're the most modest and perfect human. That's what I was trying to tell the game, Jiun, but it just would not listen. Just would not listen. One day you'll be in the game. You will, Red Velvet. You will. I remember you said you wanted to be a Hound Master. I just unfortunately do not have any. And I don't think there's any here that are level 3. And I need to go with level 3 adventurers, unfortunately, at the moment. And die by Skeeto Vamps? Nope, no dying to Skeeto Vamps. I'm gonna do the farmstead here real quick-like. Well, not quick-like, just, you know, warm up since there's no consequence to these people dying. I want you to have that. And accuracy, accuracy, accuracy. Ring. You get damage. No, not that. Where is what I want you to have? The Crescendo box, yes. And we get Mildred's Locket. The Jester will get the Cluster Pendant. And bleed. I need a bleed thing. Where's my bleed stuff? Oh, bleedy bleed. There's the bleed. And our Vestal will get the heals and the other crystalline thing. There we go. Probably not ideal, but oh well. One day where we'll all die from Soul's Mistake plays. I'm in the game, you think you're already dead? Actually, Phoenix, you are not dead. See, you are right there. Alive and well. You're just prone to investigating the dark arts. You will only flagellate for stress relief. You take risks, and you miss spots, apparently. Alright, so let's load up on the noms. That'll do. Don't need any of you. That. Nobody's got that. I do think I want these as well. And we'll take 2 keys just in case. That should be all I need. So, embark we shall.
The poor miller. Thrice a victim. The seasons took his livelihood. I took his land. And now, uncountable years later, the comet has taken his humanity. My only regret is that I did not live to see that shoddy mill smashed to pieces by the miraculous bounty I reaped from beyond the void.
I like hearing that every time I go to this place. Because unlike others, it does not ever go away. Grr. But this one, for those that don't know, is pretty much a potentially endless mode if you're really good at the game, but I'm not. So, you know, yeah. Battle Ballad. You're playing Story of Seasons and FGO at the same time? Nice. Wish I could multitask like that. Unfortunately, I am weak and incapable of it. Stun this one. Their post goes off regardless. Shameful. Shame. Such a shame. But,
formation is broken.
good on you for playing 2 games at once, Red Velvet. Sadly, I tend to hyper-focus on games when I play. It gets me into some detriment sometimes, since right now I think I'm 3 weeks behind in YouTube videos to be watched.
As the fiend
So I've got a lot of catching up to do, unfortunately. Good crit there is good. And stun the big guy. Or not. That's what Harvest Moon is called. That's right. I remember you saying that the English the English translation for that game had, or rather, is different than the actual the split thing. I remember you mentioning that in a previous stream, Velvet. I just couldn't put the tip of my tongue would not rest upon the proper word for the message I was trying to convey. Yes, 3 weeks behind. I have quite a few channels that I'm subscribed to be fair. And they do sometimes have longer episodes to watch, so you know. When's my district coming out? I think you might have mistyped whatever you meant to say there, Gian. Because I honestly have no idea what you're talking about by district coming out. How much does that heal for? 5, takes 9. It could live. Depends on what procs first.
Back to the pit.
The pit. The heal procs first. That's unfortunate. Well, it's dead this next round. Dice tracked? Do you mean disc track? Because if so, I have no intention of doing one. Ow. Autocorrect sucks? Yeah. Not gonna argue with you there, Gian. Not gonna argue with you there. Autocorrect can be the bane of our existences sometimes.
Eradicated.
Though, at least we're not at the point where autocorrect realizes that we're dissing autocorrect and corrects itself to be autocorrect rules. When that day happens, then we all have to fear for humanity itself.
Festering fear consumes the mind.
But no, I don't know why I would make a diss track in the first place, to be honest. I don't really diss on anything. There's nothing that really, there's nothing that really would cause me to do such a thing. At least nothing that I'm aware of, that is. Why is there somebody calling me out for a diss track on YouTube or something like that? Cool, refreshing drinks. Even though I'm stuffed right now.
Masterfully executed.
Like stuffed beyond stuffed. Had buffet dinner tonight. Very delicious. It was a free buffet. For myself, at least. Since,
Well struck.
the local casino, or not local, well, the casino near where I live, I had won a free buffet from them in the month of January, so I took advantage of it, and it was very delicious. I'm freaking stuffed beyond all stuffed, though, right now. For real, when's that prank channel coming? I don't know, man. I don't know. It's tough, you know? Finding the right people to prank that won't mace me or call the cops on me. It's kind of difficult to do sometimes, man. I'm working on it, though. I'm working on it. Before too long, I'll find enough people that I can do that with. And, you know, I'll get a camera to record it as well. Totally will.
The instruments
This one's a stress.
but the symphony will soon continue.
Yeah. Otherwise, we're good. Fields are fallow, yet still this just mockery of life finds a way. That's right, life finds a way sometimes, everybody. Let that be a reminder to you. Even when a crystalline alien from outer space collides with the farm, corrupting everything on it into strange crystalline beings, life finds a way. Darkest dungeon, Gion. Pretty sure you know that, and you're just, being smart right now. Being smart with me, boy. There we go. You cannot troll me on it, Gion. Trolling me on this game is honestly, thankfully, impossible. Excuse me. Because getting trolled in this game can be very, very bad. Because when things go bad, it's just a avalanche would be the best word. Yeah, it's a never-ending avalanche of pain, torment, tears, stress, and madness. Madness! Okay, that wasn't too bad, actually.
Destroyed.
Yes, if anything, the game is trolling me sometimes. Play a game where you can troll me on? I mean... You could eventually get your wish, Gian, because... I don't know how many of you all follow From Software. They're the developers of the Souls games, like Dark Souls, Demon Souls, Bloodborne, and the like. And they're producing a new kind of game like that, Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, and I'm probably going to be doing that on stream. But before that, I think after I'm done with Kingdom Hearts, I will likely be doing the Demon Souls, Dark Souls Remastered, and Bloodborne on stream. Hopefully I can get it done before, but never know sometimes. Can you tame the Crystal Horsey? I've never tried it myself, mainly because those guys scare me because of how dangerous they can be. But, feel free to try, Red Velvet. If you can tame one of those, I would actually like it because I could use one. You know, being able to paw the ground and become invisible, screaming and causing people to go crazy, and then, you know, just the classic hoof kick to do tons of damage. I would not mind that. Yeah, focus this guy down. So if you can tame one,
Slow death.
be my guest.
Unforeseen.
Be my guest. Be
Unforgiving.
my guest. So I'm playing all the Dark Souls games you don't have. You don't have Demon Souls, Jian? And you don't have Dark Souls Remastered? And you don't have Bloodborne? Jeez, Jian, you're missing out on so much. Demon Souls was the pioneer of the franchise. Dark Souls Remastered was a nostalgia trip for all those people who have been with the Souls games since the very beginning. And Bloodborne, oh Bloodborne. Oh Bloodborne. Bloodborne. Bloodborne is... Bloodborne is quite, Bloodborne is honestly probably my favorite of the Souls-like games. Just because of its overall tone and such. Ow.
Slowly.
I don't need a remaster, I already have.
This is how a life
And you don't have a PS. Ah. Yeah, PlayStation availability tends to, you know, be a bit on the annoying side. I can get where you're going with that. I can pick up what you're throwing down. Xbox for life? Oh, Jian. Don't tell me that you have not realized the truth. That is PC Master Race. Or the truth of all consoles are equal to one another in the grand scheme of life. Don't tell me you are not that you have not ascended, Jian.
At last,
I would feel so sad
corner of reality.
to know that you have not ascended to the proper mental plane. Much like I have. I have a galaxy brain after all. Splendorous.
Time has no dominion here.
Oh, really? Time has no dominion here? Then I can play this forever and never age a day. Or need sleep.
The blood quickens.
I should have focused on this guy. He's gonna be a pain. If I let him live for too long, that is. Okay, that's actually quite useful. Thank you for doing that. Ow. He's not gonna be fun at all. PC is Master Race, but Xbox best console, fight me. Well, Jian, in response to that, I merely need to bring up... I don't remember how many E3s ago it was, but it was the Sony press conference at E3 where they demonstrated how you share games between PlayStations compared to the Xbox way of sharing games. Now, given that you are clearly an educated gamer, I'm sure you of course know what I am talking about. Do you not?
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
Ow. The Blight's minor at the very least. I'm probably gonna get another wave of enemies here. Oh, or a big guy. Or a big guy. Two annoying enemies in one. This must be my lucky day.
A devastating blow.
You like playing games? Same here, Red Velvet. Same here. That's annoying that it moved back like that.
Precision and power.
Guess what? Xbox has the best game ever made on it. Fate Grand Order isn't on Xbox, as far as I'm aware. Doesn't have Halo 3. Ah, yeah, I heard a lot of good things about Halo. To be honest, though, I could never really get into the franchise. I'm pretty sure I probably told this story before, but when I was younger, one of my cousins had gotten an Xbox 360 and gave away his old Xbox to me, and along with a bunch of games, including Morrowind, which kind of got me into the Elder Scrolls franchise. Ow! But regardless of that, one of the games was the original Halo, and I don't know what it was. It's probably just due to the fact that shooters, I'm kind of indifferent on shooters more than anything else. That one's done. Yeah, I'm more, shooter type games just don't really appeal to me, I guess would be the best way to put it. This guy's pain. So I never really got into the Halo franchise. Battle Ballad has to be done.
Time to perform beyond
I know a lot of people have.
limits.
I have heard a lot of good things about the Halo games, but yeah, I could never get into it.
The sharpened blade.
Good dodge there, Leper. Belcourt. Good dodge. You're dead. As are you. Sorry to hear I don't have good taste in games, but I'll get over it in time, you're sure? Well... trying to think of a proper rebuttal there. I mean... I think I have quite fine taste in video games, all things considered. After all, I play Fate Grand Order, and that is a great game.
Corrupted curiosities, begging for examination.
I need to get rid of these debuffs. And then heal up a bit. Alright. Almost full health, almost good stress-wise. We've got Mildred here, who gives us money, which is kind of pointless here, but thank you nonetheless, Mildred.
Furrows of earth, filled with blood.
Fate Grand Order isn't a game, it's hell. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong at that, Shia. Fate Grand Order is hell. Gotcha hell, to be specific. But then again, maybe I just consider hell a game in itself. Maybe I'm so beyond all mortal confines that hell itself is nothing but a game to me, Shion. Did you consider that? Did you?
Decimated.
Wow, that was a nice crit. $19, $3, $12. Got a pickaxe in the face. Chop it down. And... excuse me. Burp quite loudly, and then heal.
The fevered pitch of battle.
Autocorrect really needs to die. Don't taunt it, Jion. Don't taunt it. We don't know what kind of consequences autocorrect will wreak upon you if you continue to taunt it like you are. I did not concur your transient into a higher plane, but how can you transcend without watching JoJo? Quite simple. I do not watch JoJo because I am JoJo. Why would I need to watch what will happen to me in the future? A future that I have already experienced. Ooh, back. Nice hit. Which JoJo am I? I am all of the JoJos. All of them. I know this more than anybody, for I am also the one they call Dio.
A dizzying blow to body and brain.
Ow. Bad hits are bad. Because there hasn't been a 20th JoJo? Of course there hasn't, because I am all of them. I am JoJo and JoJo is me. I am also Dio, Brando, as well. Yes, be amazed, Jun. Truly, be amazed at my unlimited power. Can I do one of my lines? Not in this mortal coil. Not in this one, unfortunately. Perhaps in time I can do one, but as it currently stands, this mortal coil is not strong enough to do one. This mortal coil is not strong enough to do one of the lines, unfortunately, Shion. I do apologize.
A moment of respite. A chance to steel oneself against the coming horrors.
Okay, Kawenya, Yamahi Yamahe, Sanya Boy. And then, I guess a little bit of healing.
The wounds of war can be healed, but never hidden.
And that'll do. By the way, does that mean you're the girl JoJo too? And the one who dated his sister? Sorry, married his sister? I am all JoJo. Shion. All JoJo. All.
Trapped in a twisted refraction.
When you're transcendent existence like myself, one needs not worry about such things, such issues that you are trying to confound me with. You merely need to transcend, and you will realize this. Stun. But they're not blood-related anime logic? Of course. Good old anime logic. Gotta love it, man. Gotta love it. Crud. That's unfortunate. You're in proper position, but not gonna be for long. Alright, this one's perfectionist. Wow! I cannot hit the broadside of a barn, it seems. Thankfully, they can't either. Whew. That could have been bad. Wait, Soul Jojo, quick questions. Ask them quickly, for I might soon lose conscious connection to the greater Jojo. Think of her as my sister, but we're not actually related, so it's cool. Anime logic at its finest. At its finest. Also, I really wish this mushroom dude would stop trying to grope. It's very much unwanted or necessary. I'm afraid I cannot answer that question, Xion. That question is one that must never be answered. And of course, the next time it does grope me, it hits hard.
Their cursed champion falls.
Oh, come on. Stinking mushroom dude does not want to die. You do not believe I'm Jojo? Call you crazy? Very well, Xion. You are crazy. Are you happy now? I have called you crazy. Are you satisfied? For now that you have invoked me to call you crazy, it shall come to pass. And insanity itself will gnaw at your conscience. Until you too become part of the JoJo. For that is the inevitable fate of all creation. And it has already begun. You cannot stop it. There is no stopping the process. It will come to pass, Gio. And when it finally takes hold, you will wish it never had. You're enjoying your new horse, Red Velvet? Oh, did you tame one of the crystal horses? If so, can I have it? I kind of need it, you know? It'd be quite useful right now. Quite useful indeed. Ow.
Reeling, about
That
to
hurt.
break.
Your love of horses will soon diminish, Xion, for you have tempted fate itself.
Soothed, sedated.
Wow, this doggo can dodge with the best of them. And this doggo can crit with the best of them. He gave me rabies. Let me check real quick. Rabies is less accuracy, more damage. Ugh. Ugh. I would have seen it in the Discord. Ah. Okay. I'll have to do a more thorough look through there. Sorry, sometimes the Discord just gets so backed up with something, with stuff, that it's like I can only do a quick skim, make sure that I'm caught up on anybody that mentioned me, and ow, ouch. That hurt. Fall back.
A brilliant confluence of skill and purpose.
You haven't named it yet? Sorry if I close Twitch on my phone, then the stream will lag behind so you can't look on Discord. Yeah, that's always an issue with streaming, is that things tend to get behind if you do one wrong action. I need to get rid of the dogs, I think. Or at least one of them, because they're very annoying. Good crit. Dog go. You don't talk much there? And there's nothing wrong with that, Red Velvet. Nothing wrong with that at all. I mean, to be fair, it's my Discord and I don't talk anywhere near as much as I probably should. I should probably interact a lot more than I do, to be completely honest. It's just, you know, sometimes focused on 2,000 other things and can't really focus on the Discord sometimes. That, and sometimes I just procrastinate hard, like, I've got a good response, and I'm like, okay, I'll respond to that in just a little bit, but, you know, later. And then later never comes because the moment's passed. You're crazy, but you're not loco or insane. Did you know WW2 happened? But I want to make friends? I mean, take it at your own pace. Take it at your own pace. The occasional talk here, the chit-chat there, and before long... Oh no. Before long, you'll have made all the friends you could ever want, Red Velvet. Before too long. And it's gotta be bleed resist, but we gotta start knocking it down.
A victory.
Gotta keep it PC for Soulstream. Yes, please do so. I would rather not get Twitch banned or anything along those lines. I imagine it would be quite annoying to deal with.
Sedated.
Big slime made small slime. Forgot your golden gill bullying? Hey, I don't bully anymore. This is a no bully from me. We have made a vow, and a vow that I honor. Slime friend? It's not a friend to me. It might be your friend, Red Velvet, but it's not mine. Gil gets bullied enough in Fate shows. Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? Alright, look at that, Red Velvet. They both... See, that big one made the small one come back, and I was teleported away from them. So your slime friends lived this time.
But for a moment...
Woo!
Peace.
Alright, we're fully healed going on to the boss fight. Or the first boss fight, at least. The Miller.
The poor fool still stands, battered and broken as his precious mill.
Alright. He deserves it in the Fate shows. Yeah, Gil can be a kind of big old jerk face in the Fate shows. Master beckons. Indeed he does. beckons once more. For a knave that must be slain. Or not. Okay, good. Nice, solid hit. Or is annoying. And there's the Winter's Breath that I didn't want to happen. Because now I can't heal. Not being able to heal is stupidly annoying. Especially when he starts bringing out the reaping. Or no, wait, no. It's guard skills that are disabled, not heals. Okay, that's better. I can deal with guard skills being disabled since I do not have any. Okay. Fade. So we gotta set up for when the Winter's Breath falls. Crit with the bleed for 8. Need to deal 7.
Death waits.
Winter has been really cold and snowy there. It only just became that for me, actually, Jian. It, like, literally all of December, pretty much all of winter so far for where I live, it has been, snow deprived, would be the best way to put it. But, this past weekend, we got a pretty decent snowstorm. Or, not snowstorm, but we got a pretty decent amount of snowfall, like, probably 3 inches. They're calling for 1 to 3 inches throughout the day tomorrow, and then this Saturday, they are calling that we could get 12 or more inches of snow where I am. And I do not like that. I do not need that much snow. That much snow is not nice. I probably will get some flack for this, but I prefer the warmth to the cold. I prefer sunny days to snowy days. I prefer summer to winter. Mainly because I do not like driving around in the pitch black of night that is very much infamous in winter. Like, it's so annoying to get off work at 5 o'clock in the evening and it being pitch black. It's like, seriously, I have places to go sometimes after work. I'd rather not be driving around town in the middle of the night. Mother Nature, please, just, make it bright outside. 12 or more on Saturday seem for you, Jian? I really hope it does not hit that hard for me. I really, really do. I don't want to have to deal with that much snow. Mainly because I don't want to have to shovel all that. Just because, I don't want to make my parents have to shovel. And that's bad. You feel bad for Arturia, if anything? Yeah. She gets harassed a lot by Gil in those routes. She doesn't deserve it. Sure, she wasn't the best king, but she does not deserve what she gets. Focus on this thing. And does that work? Not. We're gonna get some stress here soon. Possibly somebody is going to get a thing. A thing that I'm not happy about thing. That's actually quite useful for us. Fade back. I think it's starting to snow in that Ohio, Indiana kind of area. Oh, Thiabutt is fearful now.
Fear and frailty finally claim.
Lovely. Yep, there is nothing wrong with being nice, Sir Velvet. You have that right to a letter. Or T, I suppose would be another word to use. There is nothing wrong with being nice.
How quickly
Nice people make the world go round. It makes you jelly that she's so nice, Xion? Why is that? You think you should be nice. Ah, I see.
As life ebbs,
You suck right
terrible
here, big
vistas
guy.
of
I
emptiness
hate you so
reveal
much.
themselves.
I need to heal. And ow again.
And now the
Thiabolt
true test.
really likes Death's Door,
Hold
apparently.
fast or expire.
I don't think I've got a heal that will go off before they get their attacks, unfortunately. Why do we hang about here? We are defeated. And Danvers is vigorous! Yes! I like it when they become awesome instead of bad. It's always nice. Okay. I gotta go for the straight damage here. He is almost down. I know I can get him. He is literally... good. Thiabolt's good. He survived one hit. And he will survive a second, for he is no longer upon death's door.
But it can be postponed.
And he's back on it.
Injury and despondence set the stage for heroism
Thiabolt,
or cowardice.
please, get off of death's door. You don't belong there. Should I drink something you feel like drinking? Water. I hear it tastes delicious. Okay. Okay, this could be good.
More blood soaks the soil. Feeding
And it's
evil
not.
therein.
Rosei is focused, though. So that's good. We have two positive things. But
Wounds of war can be
we've lost one of our
healed,
units.
never hidden.
That is very much bad. Oh, you meant whiskey? I mean, that's up to you, Xion. You are a grown adult. If you feel like you need a drink, then have a drink. That's all I have to say about that. Oh, not enough. Take out that.
The wounds of war can
Our
be
leper,
healed.
if he's fast enough, will be able to hit the miller and maybe get him. No! Apple soda is good. I've never had it. Honest goodness, never had apple soda. Okay, back. Alright, Jian, we'll see you when you get back.
And improvement.
Reaping is taking its toll. Reality is being bent and twisted. Our leper is barely not at death's door, but he keeps healing up, and it is annoying. Very annoying, man. Very annoying. You need to get in striking range of my leper. No! I clicked the wrong unit! Dang it! Supposed to hit him. Oh, 36-point crit. Oh, I think I got this. I think I've got this guy. It won't be the first time I've beaten him, but it's been a while. It has been a while since I've beaten him. And I think I've got him. What is our odds of hitting? Oh. Pointless buff is pointless. 89% chance to kill. Yes! Finally we beat him again. Oh, it's been far too long since I last beat his butt. Thank goodness.
A closer look, perhaps?
Drop these for that. And... not yet. Do that. And then we check the gleaming shards out. 21 shards. Awesome. And we will retreat because I cannot take on any further with just a 3-man squad.
Where there is no peril in the task, there can be no glory in its accomplishment.
Alright, we're warmed up now. Warmed up and successfully took this on. A fair bit, at least. Hard noggin. Claustrophobia. Deviant tastes. Dang it, I can't send the Vestal to the brothel like I like to because it's funny.
Once our estate
They
was
took
the
31
envy of
shards
this
for
land.
their efforts. A fair bit, but understandable. Alright. I'll just let them naturally regen their stuff. Because I do have a boss fight I can do, actually. The Brigand 16-pounder. But I lack healers to do so. That's right, that is right. I was training up some healers here. So... we have this cove mission we're gonna do then. Alright, so we need Vestal, you, and one more. Don't really want to bring Thing. So we'll bring a... no, I don't want to bring a Highwayman either. Actually, it should be fine if I bring a Highwayman, yeah. This will work. So what's your stream username and password asking for a friend? You know, it's boop 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 boop. And then the password is there you go. Hope your friend enjoys. Doggo unit win. As soon as a level 3 doggo unit shows up, Red Velvet, I will hire him. Or her. Well, no, they're all hims. Actually, you know what? We'll hire this level 2 one. Right now.
A lawman and his faithful beast.
And we will rename them.
Forged by battle and bloodshed.
But this is just a temporary one. This is just a temporary version of you. Red Velvet Cheese. This is just a temporary version of you. Once I get a higher level 1 available, we will bring them along for the ride instead. Alright, let me check this real quick. Not that, this. With 87, more dodge, speed, less blight resist, spark blight duration, so useless. That's actually pretty good. Probably what we're gonna go for. Okay. Enough with that. Trinkets. That's right. Trinkets. Now bring it to the Skeeto Feast. I don't have enough low-level units to actually bring you onto that quest right now, actually. That's why I kind of want to wait. That's why I'm going to wait until I actually have good enough units before properly naming you and bringing you out to play. Where's the pen? And then we want the heals and the portrait. And then finally, 2 speed and 10 dodge. We'll give the candle for damage. And sure, take the bloody handkerchief. Why not? Skill-wise, that will work. Can I request the most OP items? I will give you the most OP items that will work with you, Xion. That I can do. Ooh. Caregivers Convention means that that place is free. That's actually too good to pass up, so we'll go here instead of the Cove like I wanted to. But I will give you the most OP items appropriate for your unit. How's that? Whenever I field them. That is. Because you're not being fielded right now. You are too strong for this mission I am sending these people out on, after all. Okay, This should work. Yes, this should work quite nicely. I hope. I hope I didn't forget anything. Because I have a tendency to do so.
Our land is remote and unneighbored. Every lost resource must be recovered.
Should probably make some dinner. Yeah, eating is good after all. No starving on my stream, Red Velvet. No starving at all is allowed. That's a map. Good lord, that's a map. I got full mapping with a single map. That is immensely rare to get total mapping, except for apparently the hallway I'm currently in. But total mapping with a single map. Good gracious. That was quite useful. Spider webs. Spider webs. Nothing of interest in these spider webs. Time to turn soul up. Sounds like it. I'll be sure not to scream and cause you to jump in fear.
The flow of otherworldly corruption.
Or make headphone users rip. Because that would be equally bad. So, quest stuff down there is where I need to go. Oh boy, courtyard. Thank you, surprise round. Okay. Advance. Then blind fire. Good hits are good. Judge. Missed. Fair enough. Can't all hit. Can't hit with everything. And bleed. So that bug is done. As is that one.
Formation is
because
broken.
It was a fool.
Maintain the offensive.
Sesame chicken. Sounds interesting. Sounds fairly interesting there, Red Velvet. Chicken is always a good dinner choice, though. I cannot fault that. Partial to chicken legs myself more than anything. But in general, I would rather go for the dark meat. It's more moist. White meat chicken is just far too dry for me. Though, I won't say no to shredded chicken sandwiches. Those are always delicious. Oh boy. Emery is now a vampire herself. That's unfortunate.
Decimated.
These nightmarish creatures can be fed. They can
These
be
coffins just break open. Nothing to use. Not bad. Sad that I did not get any blood, and I did not bring any blood either, because I was hoping not to run into any frickin' vampires. Oh. Okay. Doggos need to go first. Theoretically, at least. Said theoretically, doggos need to go first. Game. Dang, not enough. Advance on that one. Get rid of it.
As the enemy crumbles.
Didn't guess that. Well, I want to use it up, so do you have a trend of eating food? A trend. That... Yeah, you're gonna have to elaborate on that for me too, Shion. I don't really get what you're saying.
Press this advantage. Give them
You're
no
confuzzling us, Jian. Confuzzler. You are the confuzzling confuzzler in all of Confuzzington. Yes, that was a sensible. That sentence made moderate amounts of sense.
Wealth beyond measure, awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
I mean, we're getting plenty of surprise here. Plenty of surprise rounds. Get rid of the map, man. I mean, eating food often, like every day. Gian, do you not eat food every day? Because if so, that's not very healthy. To be honest, you should be eating a few meals a day at least. Even one meal a day is a good thing to do. I know I eat at least one meal a day, so I guess I have a trend of eating. As weird as that is to say, it does make moderate amounts of sense.
Such a terrible assault cannot be
A trend of eating. I would never think to actually call it that, though. Trend of eating. Very interesting way of putting it, to say the least. You're a licensed psychologist and these are just standard questions? I'm gonna be honest, Gian, I'm not sure I really believe that statement. I really don't believe that statement you just made. No offense, but, you know. So if you are one, then no offense, but, let's keep psychoanalyzing for myself only, because I know I need it. Sometimes I question what goes on in my noodle. So keep the psychoanalyzation questions to myself, Shion. You got it, bud. You do otherwise, and I might need to bring out Lefty and Righty. And you don't want me to bring out Lefty and Righty. When Lefty comes out, people go down. But when Righty comes out too, people are seeing stars in the night sky. Can you give another question? Like, do you brush your teeth? If so, why not? I do brush my teeth, actually. I brush my teeth daily. Because I had to have braces when I was younger, and even to this day, I have a small metal bar. I don't think it's really welded there, but it's across the bottom 4 teeth. Like the back of them. And it's annoying, since whenever I go to the dentist's office, they tend to clean out the little gap between there and my teeth. And it just... I know it's probably not a good thing to have just plaque buildup in there, but it provides a bit of a cushion for my tongue. Because I like to run my tongue along it, and... excuse me. When my tongue runs along it, if it's not really too pleasant. You only eat like twice a day? Twice a day? Huh? Well, I see. Well, my conclusion is that you're sane.
A victory.
Congrats.
Perhaps a
Jian.
turning point.
I'm the only one allowed to be psychoanalyzed, Jian. Stop psychoanalyzing other people. You dig? I sure do hope you dig. Because Righty's already out.
To a killing blow.
I don't want to have to bring out Lefty here. No psychoanalyzing others unless they allow it. And so with that answer, I say you do have some... Oh, look at this! Mushroom Dude is dead. What were you saying?
Hope blossoms.
Focus problems. I have no such thing. You're crazy, Shion. You crazy. You crazy, man. You crazy. I have perfect focus. Razor sharp. Lightning. Quick-witted. Many other definitions that are... many other adjectives that are positive and flatter me. That is my focus. That is me. And yeah, get rid of the corpse.
Continually onslaught.
There we go.
Destroy them.
200 of the citrine can be dropped. And we'll drop bandage as well. Okay. So we know we need to go down here. And we can do it with only one more battle. Let's do it with only one more battle and then see where we are as far as health and such go. What about positive adjectives? I'm trying to think of other positive adjectives that describe my focus. Red Velvet. Though I am studying it, you're not a psychologist, your cousin is, though. Psychology is a very good profession to go into, to be fair. When I was back in college, I was thinking about going into psychology, just because, I mean, I'm told that I can give good advice to people.
The limbs obey.
I don't really know if that's a fact or not, but I kind of hope it is. And I do want to make people happy, so, you know, hopefully. But it was just... I didn't really get into the potential of it until, like, later in my college career. Like, when the debt started to get a little too high for me to actually go ahead and take any more courses. Because student loans kick your butt
A powerful blow.
sometimes. I know that was definitely the case for me. Your cousin is, though, he studies criminals. It's super fun to read people. And you're so charming and can help people easily. Alright, the bleeding hit this guy.
The bigger
Did
the
that not do
beast,
any stress for us?
the greater the glory.
Surface. Go with the gold rather than that. We can check out the Eldritch Altar. Ugh. That was annoying. He's quite high stress. I don't think... we'll go to the treasure room probably, at least.
The light, the promise of safety.
This is not our last shovel, actually. Alright, we're gonna actually need to clear out 2 spaces. I forgot about that. Only problem is I don't have feelings, so you can't be nice to people. So instead, you went for a legal mediator where you can help people get divorced. It's so fun. I'm gonna be honest, Gion. Sometimes it's hard to tell when you're taking the mickey out of all of us and when you're not. No offense meant, but it is kind of hard sometimes. And drop the 600.
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles, paid for in blood.
Drop the amounts. Quest is technically complete, but I want to go for this loot here. Oh. Loot
The match
is
struck.
nice.
A blazing
We can
star
go the
is
long
born.
way, which will get us a little bit more and prevent us from jumping into any unnecessary battles. Come on. Drag and drop. There we go. And just none of it. You do more than that, lol? What, confuse everybody?
The way is lit.
Ugh,
the
come
path is
on.
clear.
Emery,
Require only the
stop
strength to follow it.
searching everything. And now she's craving. So she has to search everything. Otherwise, she's gonna throw a hissy fit. Ugh. Curse can be so annoying sometimes. Like, totally. Alright, one more fighty fight
As the light
here.
gains purchase, spirits are lifted.
Giant and
purpose is made
doggos.
clear.
One doggo lived. You never confuse? I'd have to disagree with that. Personally, at least. Sometimes the things you see it do are a little confusing, Shion.
A devastating blow.
You do insult, but those are accidents. I mean, we've all accidentally insulted people now and then, to be fair. Ooh.
As life ebbs, terrible vistas of emptiness
That hit
reveal
hard.
themselves.
That hit very hard. Yeah. Yeah, we've all accidentally insulted people now and then in our lives. It's a common thing to do in modern society, unfortunately.
Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
Oh, no need to apologize.
Brought
No
low
need to
and
apologize.
driven into the mud.
I'm not happy with my appearance, and I'm sure to some people, my appearance would be considered ugly. So there is no need to apologize for such a thing, Nishion. No
A spark
need.
without kindling. The goal without hope.
And of course she's gonna throw a fit. Get rid of your stress. And then... Ugh. More stress relief for him. She is going to throw a bit of a fit. We have no anti-nighttime ambush. Oh, no fit. And no ambush. Awesome. Meant to say something nice.
With loot.
Soul,
Often
no.
on supplies.
I mean... Alright, I won't be negative to
These
myself, Red
medicines will
Velvet.
prevent the
I
outbreak
won't
of
be.
epidemic at our struggling hamlet.
If I really am ugly, you'll eat your top hat. You have a top hat? That's cool. I've always wondered where you could get a top hat. Just, you know, reasons. It's always been interesting thought to have
The
one.
preponderance of rare and exotic injuries
Always been interesting.
makes this place perfect for the study of suffering.
Caregivers Convention is in town. That is good. Plus, don't worry, my voice is dead sexy. Well, I have to say that it's the first time I've been told that. Thank you, though. A little bit of self-praise is, or a little bit of self-reassurance is always nice. You have a disease. Let's get rid of the rabies. Nobody else does, though. So we want to lock in some stuff since we are still working on... Actually, no, our vessel here is good now, so we could do that. Alright, so let's first build the party that we'll take to here. Then we'll take whoever's left and do the proper procedure. So Brigand 18 or Brigand 16 pounder, we definitely want you. We need you. Jester would be nice. And I don't have a high-level leper, unfortunately. So we'll bring Vernald here. Alright. If I can't talk bad about myself, you can't either? Alright, I won't talk bad about myself, Red Velvet. We have made a deal. I won't bully you or talk bad about myself, and you can't talk bad about yourself. Fair enough. Completely fair. I will not talk bad about myself or talk down about myself or any of those combination of things. Oh, excuse me. And that's good stuff. So, now we get to decide who gets what. I think we'll lock in some quirks for some people. So, Jian, we will... We will give you a Corvid Eye. We'll lock that in on you. Phoenix, if you're still here, we'll make you an early riser, I think. Because that's actually pretty decent for us. And then one more. We need to be more full of ourselves like you. If we were all full of ourselves like you were, Jian, the world would be a very small place. Alright. One more. I could probably lock in one of your guys' things. That's not good. That's useless. That's useless. Useless. Actually quite useful. But they don't get stuff too often. So it's kind of useless on them. So no. We're not going to waste a free spot on them. Can't be any of those ones. Emery, we could lock in. Nothing is good to lock in on her. A Flagellant. Adventurer, healing received. Spiritual is more healing received. Animal camping, not really needed. This one, no. Who do we want to lock something in on? Derville, we've already determined no. We could get rid of the Corvid Appetite, I suppose. Yeah, I can't really think of anything else other than that. Chicken is done. Cool. It's your time to shine, Jian. We're making it so that you'll always have a corvid eye. Not gonna be too much shining, unfortunately. Probably actually gonna be itchy for the rest of your life, if nothing else. Alright. Trinket time, trinket time. It is the trinket time. Alright. The candle. And good hairpin. I think. Or do we want more damage on you? You got pretty good yeah. We'll do that. Trelly. We need damage. Make sure lunge is a melee skill. It is, but we don't do lunge because you have the daggers. That's right, that's right, that's right. Use your head, soul. Use your head. So we'll do the crescendo box. And probably... That'd be nice. That'd be a 15% crit at default. Okay, let's dodge. We'll go for that. We'll give that a try. Glanville. We want that bleed on you. You're already fast. You don't really do a lot of damage. Bleed resist, blight, holy, position 4, debuff resist, marked, stun resist. We'll give the Ancestor's Pen, actually, because you do melee attacks mainly. And then the healer will get the Healy stuff. I thought one of those. Oh yeah, it was probably that. Okay. Not really important. So, Healy skills for the healer. We'll give her Jonia's head as well. There we go. Alright, and skill-wise, they are all good. We do have a cursed unit, unfortunately, but nothing we can do about that. Alright, oh, wait. I think I've got enough. I'm one bust short. One short. Sadness. Okay. So, the Brigand 16-pounder, then. Champion level mission, the hardest difficulty of them all. Excuse me. So, this is going to be fun, fun, fun under the sun. Alright. And keys, shovels, torch, food. Excuse me. Bring along some bandages as well, just to be safe. And embark.
Eager to end the tiresome domestic distraction, I instructed my newly formed militia of hardened bandits, brigands, and killers to go forth and do their work. Compliance and order were restored, and the noisome population of the hamlet was culled to more manageable numbers.
Yeah, you heard that right. Our ancestor hired bandits to form a militia to cull the numbers of his people. Because they were getting annoying.
Sulfur and gunpowder hangs in the air. The war machine is close.
Okay, it's likely over there. So it's just going to be a matter of surviving until then. Zoophobia. It's necromania. Annoying, but okay. And combat fun. Surprise!
Precision and power.
34% chance to crit out of base. Very nice. Oh, yeah.
Obliterated.
Good hit there. Good hit. And then the stun. Let us know how your chicken came out, by the way, Red Velvet. I forgot to mention that, but let us know so that we may savor it through you. Resist to the bleed. hits are nice. Nice. Nicety nice. Multi-hits, they are so, oh so nice. Nice, nice. Nicety nice, they're nice. I'm not gonna stun it. Not gonna. Very low chances to kill it. 50-50 shot on the stun here. Yes. One hit made contact. No big deal. Ghoul is done. So just this one. You suck, Glanville. You suck hard. Relieve her stress that you caused. Ah, dodged. Okay, that worked out perfectly.
A faint hope blossoms.
Kind of wish I could have gotten the heal off, but oh well.
This expedition at least promises success.
Mummified remains, bandage, not you, but you, because I don't need you throwing a fit. Money, because we are corpse robbing. Woo! Good, surprise round against the banditos. Banditos that do not sing Despacito. The song is old, and I actually haven't heard it on the radio in quite some time, so I wonder if the meme is dead.
Confidence surges as the enemy
Nice
crumbles.
crit. Bleed is not going to get the kill, unfortunately.
Destroyed.
That crit did, though. Which means I think he's only got rushed shots. Which, low accuracy, potential high damage. Regardless, though, the bleed will finish him.
Soothed. Sedated.
Yes, back off for no reason. Back off for no reason. Sure. Haven't missed much, Red Velvet. How was your chicken? Was it delicious? Beyond all means, manner, and rhyme and reason?
Glittering gold,
I want this
trinkets
stuff.
and baubles, paid for in
I
blood.
still want this stuff. There we go. But yeah, you didn't miss much. We've just started on the mission. Taken it through quite a few treasures, apparently. When I don't want it, it gives it to me. That's game logic. Good. Free torch. I gotta make sure that he is checking, because Glanville is gonna throw a fit otherwise. Come on, remember, soul. Remember the 5th of November. I must remember the 5th of November. Even if I barely remember what the 5th of... No, I know what the 5th of November is in regards to that movie now. I remember the 5th of November, everybody! I remembered. Smash dodged.
Slowly.
Pretty okay, you were just letting the doggos out?
This is how
Ah.
life is taken.
Have to be careful when you have doggos and cats. Don't want the cats to get loose. Unless they're outdoor cats, but...
Destroy.
I mean, I know that cats can live
Decimated.
outdoors. It's just... When I still had mine, I was always very... We were always very nervous about opening up the door too wide and one of them running out. It actually almost happened once when we had ordered pizza for delivery, which we never actually had done before because I don't remember the reason why we ordered it for delivery, but regardless, as the delivery guy got here with the pizza, one of my cats made a run for it, and the delivery guy quickly, with one hand holding the pizza, mind you, caught him as he was darting out the front door. It was like a massive, massive relief that he had caught him. Because otherwise, whew, I probably would not have gotten any sleep until we found him. The cat, that is, not the delivery guy.
Nature herself, a victim to the spreading corruption, malformed with misintent.
Ugh. I need the portraits, but I don't want to have to take them. I can't carry as much of them as other stuff. Remember, the gesture always checks. Ugh, spiders. Don't look, Red Velvet. The spiders will be taken care of before too long. I will swiftly deal with these webby monstrosities.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive. Eradicated.
Alright, only one of them remains instead of 4. If that soothes your worries, you may look once more. Did I make a rhyme there, or did I not? Honestly can't remember. Rosa snuck out, but she immediately went back in because it was too cold outside. That's good. It's good that she immediately returned. Good lord, this game is giving me all the stuff. I can't take it though, because I don't have the room. You know what? I still don't have the room. But that's
beyond measure.
it's always kind of funny though in that instance when the cats make the break for it, but then immediately they touch rain, water, or snow, or it's too cold and they turn, do a complete 180 and run back inside where it's nice and warm and safe too. Safety is a big thing. Oh, shillelaghs. Oh, the thirst, the thirst, the thirst. Is that all you can talk about, Glanville, is the thirst? Gosh. Glanville is such a stick in the mud. And the ghoul... your cats can be let out because they stay in the yard, but I prefer them to be inside. Yeah. Even if we were willing to let them out into our yard, like even if our yard was perfectly fenced off, I would not in the slightest be willing to let them out unless I had them on a leash, the leash in my hand, and absolutely zero distractions on my end, so that I could keep razor sharp focus on them.
Great is the weapon that cuts on
And those would have been the only ways I would have allowed my cats outside. The only ways. Ugh, this game is just throwing enemy after enemy after enemy after me. Is that one too many enemies there? I think so. Yeah. Yeah. Heals are needed. Yay. Please kill one of the doggos. I don't need anybody getting rabies. None of the doggos died. I'm gonna be getting some rabies here, I imagine. Or not. Good on you, Glanville, with the dodges. Good on you. Alright. I'm nervous now, because all enemy units missed that turn. And I do mean all of them. So I'm worried that the game is going to be plotting some very fierce retribution here. Very fierce and very scary. I'm worried. There's nothing around, so, you know, maybe... Once again. Oh no. The game is planning something big. It's gonna TPK me. It's gonna TPK me. I can see it. I can see it in the cold, dead eyes of this giant who's being a conduit for the game itself. The game is planning to kill my whole party. I can't let this happen. I can't. I must prevent. I must stop them. It's happening. It's coming closer. The vision I foresaw.
Monstrous size has no intrinsic merit, unless inordinate exsanguination be considered a virtue.
It's coming for me. I know it.
As the
game
light
is
gains
plotting my
purchase,
demise, everybody.
spirits are lifted,
It's plotting it.
and purpose is
I
made
hear its
clear.
whispers. Quiet, you might hear them too. But don't listen. Don't listen too closely.
Mechanical
The whispers of the
hazards
game
possessed by evil intent.
can drive one insane. If you truly, truly listen to those soft, quiet whispers of dark, sweet nothings in your ears, madness and more awaits you. And I pity the souls that do. I pity them.
A handsome reward for a task well performed.
Alright, the boss fight should just be, and is, right there. So... drop the key for gold, because we're not going to be doing any more after this fight, I can imagine. Do we have means for buffing this party, actually? That is a good thing to check. No. No. You're the only one that can buff yourself only. So yeah, we're not going to bother with the buffs. We're just going to head right into the boss fight here then. And pray that it does not kill me. That the machinations of the game
The light, the promise
fail
of safety,
to wiping me out.
a marvel of technology, an engine of destruction.
And yes, the boss is a cannon. A literal cannon. Tremble in fear. Tremble.
Impressive.
Thankfully, the cannon cannot fire unless a certain unit, which we just killed, is alive. But if it does fire, it hits like a truck. So it's advised to make it so that it can't fire. All in all, the cannon is probably one of the easier bosses of the game, though. That's heavily annoying. I have 2 methods of hitting backline. And only 2. So, yeah. Okay.
Annihilated.
And we'll let you... You're gonna die at the bleed.
Well struck.
We'll let you die to bleed. Okay. And once again in the back line, maybe I should have took that into my calculations when I had done that.
Executed.
That's my own fault. My own fault indeed. Thankfully, I can hit the back line with fairly decent accuracy right now.
Exposed to a killing blow.
Crit sucks. He's a slight issue. Only slight right now, though. I can still deal. And theoretically enough, I can just out-heal the damage he is doing. Theoretically, at least. Plus, he is going to be moving to middle line shortly here, which will mean that I'll have more options to smack that. I gotta go for back line just in case.
The slow death.
Okay,
Unforeseen.
it's probably a very good thing I went for back
Unforgiving.
line because I don't know that my Hellion has good enough damage on this to get it, and she does, thankfully. Ooh, that could have been bad news. Alright. Bum. Thankfully, it is there now. It dodged. Well then, that's quite annoying. Because again, I have to devote resources to hitting it. Fantastic. Fantastic. Good crit is good, though. But now that guy is there. Again. Keep the damage up on this, or not. We can just miss too, that works.
Death
Ow.
waits for the slightest
Alright.
lapse in concentration.
Vestal needs to focus on heals now. No more just wild attacks with her. Vestal, focus, heals.
A singular
Confirmed.
strike.
Order confirmed. That'll be $9.99.
The ground quakes.
And of course, it's there. Why did I
The
Kill.
wounds of war can be healed.
Iron
But
Swan
never
is a
hidden.
lot harder hitting and a lot more accurate, I think, than... Okay, it's not more accurate, but it is harder hitting. He says his crits. Now it's in an optimal position. So let's do this. Breaking Pyro's done. Good. Alright. Now we can actually have a turn devoted to healing. Yay! My party is kind of in need of it. Kind of, sort of. They're starting to get a little too low for my tastes.
Unnerved.
Ow.
Unbalanced.
That hurt. And it calls 2. Double dodge. That could be bad. That could be real bad. Yeah, we're gonna have to focus the pyro. Take the
wounds
risk,
of
do
war
the
can
heal.
be healed.
Why'd I critically heal a
never
unit I
hidden.
didn't want to? Thank God I got the kill. That could have been bad. That could have been real bad news. Bears. And it's in backline again. I hate it being an unideal position. This fight. Thank gosh for the crit. That means not gonna get a kill out unless we crit, but we did a fair bit of damage. 6 health remaining. It should be down next round. Theoretically, at least. Theoretically, this fight is won. And practicality-wise,
Twisted metal
this fight
and
is
splintered
won.
wood.
amongst the headstones.
Woo! We did it.
A
We did it.
trifling
We
victory,
did it. Yeah,
but a
we
victory
did it.
nonetheless.
We did it. 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 We did it.
Gathered
We did it.
close in tenuous
We
firelight.
almost died
Uneasy
along the
companionship.
way, but we've survived till now, and we made it. Hooray! Yay! Woo! Hooray! We did it. Woo! Can't believe I still have that song in my head. I don't know if I should feel sad or something. Might as well battle trance. And nobody really needs stress relief. So rest, we have no camp skill. No ambush regardless, though. So, the Brigand 16-pounder is dead. Yes. We get the Fuseman's Matchstick, which is speed, damage, and crit for range skills. Very nice. And a Candle of Life for the Antiquarian, which is kind of useless. And plenty of heirlooms. And a level 6 Vestal. Thank goodness. Slow draw actually sucks quite hard. That's kind of pointless. That's okay. That sucks. So the Vestal needs to have that disease taken care of.
We dug for months, years, an eternity. And we were rewarded with madness.
Unequip and sort. Alright. So, Restalt first to get that plague cured. And then Trelly to get rid of the slow draw. There we go. Oh, probably should have done this first. Doesn't matter.
The front line of this war is
And
not
we
in the dungeon,
Don't need any more
Rather.
deeds, I believe.
inside the mind.
I sure like my pets in Story of Seasons. Oh, what pets are those? I mean, all pets are good pets after all. But what pets you got there? Can we get 10 portraits with exchanging easily? We got some deeds aplenty. We can. There we go. That's all the portraits we'll need. And then, don't know why I cycled off of it. We can get some busts with our deeds. There we go. 12 pets? That's gotta be a lot of pet management there. House of the Yellow Hand is constructed. Awesome. And then the training ring and the Outsiders bonfires are next. Got plenty of crests. We'll do this one first. So then it's the Outsiders bonfire, which is another 300 crests. So it'd be hard to just list them all. Alright, then what's your favorite of them then? That'll probably be a bit of an easier query to satisfy. So 21 busts for the final sanitarium upgrade. Nice. Alright. I want to wait until I have my healer before taking on what I want to take on. So let's take this time to up another healer in our squad. Ethereal Cross is a long mission, though. This is a medium. Long Cove. Long Cove. You have plenty of gold for pet food? That's good. It's good that you got the gold required. Alright, I think that if I bring a full cursed party, then we're gonna encounter him. I'm not sure we can encounter him and live. But we're gonna have to bring a cursed person at least. 1, one. Not backline, but third. Then you. And then one more in second. Bordell again. We've ran this party before. Make sure we don't have a better... Nope. No better Houndmasters have appeared. Okay. Definitely want to trinket them up. Well, there's my husky familiar Kara, but I also love Pudding, the big fluffy doggo. Ah, the fuzzies, fluffies. That is good. Fluff is good. Fluffiness is good, Civ. Do that, and one more. What did I give you last time? Last time I gave you one of those things. The candle, I think. Yeah, the candle. Healer gets the Healy doodad. And healer gets Healy doodad and something else. What else does the healer get? Healer gets more heals? No, she kind of needs health. The Overture box. Yeah, that'll be fine. She's mainly going to be healing. And then you get the Prophet's Eye and the Fuse Man's Musket. We'll try 2 of these, see how they work. My husband likes those 2 breeds. One of your husbands, anyway? Ah, yes. Gotta love the games like that, where you can have multiple husbands and wives. That's always so amusing. Make sure their skills are up to snuff. Yeah, the guild is good. I forgot if I had it, but I did. And... alrighty. Do I want to do this one? Or do I want to do this one? Ethereal Crucifix is calling me. I think I gotta do this one. It's gonna be hard, but that's what this game is about. Difficult, agonizing, hair-pulling, stress-inducing times. Alright, this should be fine. Let's go. Oh, you have 2 files? Ah, okay. So it's not... Well, I mean, I guess Stardew Valley isn't like that either.
The smell of rotting fish is almost
date
unbearable.
multiple people in the game, but you can't marry multiple people. Unless you got mods, that is. Because the advent of PC and Steam has made mods a very nice and big thing. I know there's actually quite a few mods for this game as well. I haven't really looked too much into them, though. But I probably... I mean... I don't know. You married a jack-of-all-trades, big bro, pretty boy... Ludus. Ludus? I'm not sure what that is. And the local... Oh, that's the name! Okay, I was like... Ludus. What kind of what is that adjective for? That's the name. Okay. My bad. And the local fox deity, Inari. Ah, foxes. Foxes. Kitsunes. Gotta like them. Although I'm guessing Maine probably doesn't, because he does not like Tamamo. Which, I mean, I don't know. I mean... Based on what Maine said yesterday with regards to how Tamamo acts in one of the Fate Extraverse games, I can kind of get why you would not like Tamamo based on her actions there. But gotta remember that all Tamamos are different, and that Tamamo is not the Tamamo from the Fate games. Or Fate Grand Order. Probably. Maybe.
In
Definitely a me.
radiance, may we find victory.
Shoot. Dang it, didn't want the crit. So now that option is not too economic.
Decimated.
Need to get rid of the big bug.
Press disadvantage. Give them no quarter.
There we go.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Almost kicked over my table again because I didn't get a desk for Christmas. Sadness, but I'll deal. And useless. Egg sack is useless. Keep going. Marrying Inari requires befriending the wild foxes, so when they see me, they follow me around, which is cute. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. That'd be I mean, it'd be probably a lot more dangerous, but that would be awesome. That'd be awesome if just you meet a fox in real life and it just follows you around. I know that there are some breeds of foxes which have been domesticated to the point of being pets, and I would be lying if I said I did not very heavily consider actually getting one sometime in the future. Just 'cause I think it would be pretty awesome to have a fox as a pet. Slightly dangerous, probably.
Annihilated.
Because they're being worked on to be domesticated. Doesn't mean they actually are just yet. But, I mean, it'd still be pretty awesome to have a pet fox.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
Pet fox. Fox pet. Quite interesting it would be. Ooh, just snap the neck there. Always satisfying.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
I'll drop both of those. I do have keys for the secret room up ahead.
Wealth beyond measure.
More deeds. What am I
Awarded
gonna
to the
drop,
brave
though?
and the foolhardy alike.
Probably the bandages. I got 3 drops. One more thing to drop. I'll drop the deeds, I guess. Crests have more value at the moment, unfortunately. And backtrack time, backtrack time. It is the backtrack
The way
time.
is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
Kind of wish I had. I gotta stop just bringing a cup to drink from when I stream. I need to bring like a bottle of drink that you can like get from the store or something. I mean, not that I buy one fresh from the store for every stream, but more so just save one of them and fill it with my drink of choice before I stream, so that I don't get thirsty halfway through stream because I've already sucked down my drink. Bad timing, and I forgot to reposition. That's quite annoying. Get some stun and some light. Now that light matters too much, unfortunately.
Destroyed.
You're keeping bees so you can get honey. Oh, bees, bees, buzz, buzz, bees, buzz, buzz, bees. Ugh. Beekeeping is...
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
It's fairly interesting how it can be done in games. Beekeeping is a fairly interesting way to, like, farm and stuff. I mean, not just farm, but, like, in general, beekeeping is a fairly interesting thing. You're using it to befriend the wild bear. I mean, that's one use for bees. That is definitely a use for bees. one that I haven't really heard before. But then again, I've never played the Harvest Moon games before. Which is weird, because I've played a lot of games. A lot of games. I might as well one blanket. Nice, great is nice. And stress heal is stress heal. And food is food. Barnacle encrusted chest. Go ahead. Steal some booty.
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
So I'm guessing that, well, obviously you can befriend animals. The honey is meant to be sold, but it's the bear's favorite. So is the bear... I'm guessing the bear probably is intelligent to a degree then? Like NPC-like? Or is it just like a mob that will follow you if you befriend it or something? But given that you said it's the bear's favorite, I kind of think that might be like a favorite gift for it.
Made clear.
Since those kind of games, you give gifts to people to make them like you more, or do tasks for them, stuff like that. I really lack AoE here. Blind fire. Not who I was hoping to hit.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Well, the bear charges at you. Okay. Yeah, probably tame it. Taming it is probably a safety measure then. So rather than charge at you to maul you, it charges at you to give you a hug. Or something similar, I'm guessing.
Death by inches.
Although, even still, thinking about it, that would be kind of scary to just, but if you befriend the wild animals, they give you gifts. Yeah, that'd be, just thinking about it, it'd be kind of terrifying if, like, this huge animal just starts charging at you, and you're fearing for your life, but rather than crush you or anything, it just envelops you in a big hug. Like, even still, that would be terrifying, even if you know it's not actually harming you. I think of weird things sometimes, don't I? I think I do.
The ground quakes.
I'm not gonna stun big boy. Apparently not damage. In Animal Parade, you can keep the big bear as a pet in the house. Oh gosh, a pet bear. What are we? What are you, the king of Bossing Say at that point? Or queen, I suppose, in your case. Actually, no, you don't want to be the queen of Bossing Say, because the queen ate Bosco. Poor Bosco. He didn't deserve that. Didn't deserve it at all. That fate. Poor Bosco. And I have no idea if you know what I'm talking about. But it came to mind, and I sometimes, often, most of the time, just say what comes to mind. Which is a good thing. Sometimes. You kept a penguin and a baby boar. Oh, baby boar. The most recent summer event in FGO made me, just saying that made me think of the most recent summer event with the baby boars. But a penguin as well. Penguins are awesome, but they also tend to be massive jerks, unfortunately.
This is how a life is taken.
Unfortunately, penguins are massive jerks IRL. It's sadness. Go ahead. Oh, that's stress relief. Probably good that it went on him then. Okay. Useless is useless.
Another mariner, another misfortune.
Craving, fantastic. 154. Because that bleed is actually hitting quite hard. Harder than I liked. And some other animals like a weasel and a squirrel. Squirrel! But sounds like like you have a veritable menagerie there, which is pretty awesome. Kind of wish Stardew Valley let you have more pets than just the initial dog or cat, or that it at the very least allowed you to interact with your pets more than just petting them every day. I mean, even the farm animals that you can purchase, it kind of sucks, admittedly, but what you gonna do with that? It's a good game. It just needs a little bit more depth in those cases. This is gonna drop one thing. Stress for human fading, flood released on rotator, winded. Actually, she should probably get some stuff taken care of. I'd love if Curious was gotten rid of. Or it's negative. Clumsy, replaced weak grip on life. Less dodge, but more health. Yeah, I'll take it. And empty. Alright. So back along this path. So far, so good with this mission, but the last one of these, long explore missions, we died, but completed the mission, and I hope that does not happen again. In Sunshine Islands, you can befriend wild animals, and after a certain point, you can ask them to find stuff for you. That's pretty cool. You make nice with them, they help you out. I like that. I like it a lot. It's a cool mechanic, those kinds of things. Oh, excuse me. Good hit. What kind of stuff can they find? Just like generic stuff, I'm guessing? But maybe some more esoteric things? Like, I imagine there's probably some items that can only be found by animals that you have befriended. I'm guessing. I could very well be wrong, but you would know. Is there like some items that can only be gotten from animals finding them for you? Or am I completely off point with that? Sparrows find seasonal forageables, badgers find herbs, rabbits find flowers. They do find stuff that is exclusive to them. That's cool. It gives you incentive to do so. In addition to, you know, just it being a pretty cool mechanic in general.
Precision and power.
So yeah. What you probably said it before, but what system are you playing the game on? Is it a DS or something, or is it a computer? Is it a DS or something like that? Like a Nintendo console? Because it kind of sounds, just the sound of it kind of sounds like a Nintendo-based game. Not all those, just do that. Hit, but barely. Oh man, it's because he's got stupidly high protection. Monkeys can find gold lumber, which sells for a lot, and it depends on the game. Fair enough. Go for the stun. Yes. Dang it, that's what I wanted to hit. Oh. But, so, even if it depends on the game, in general, I'm guessing probably Nintendo-based systems.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying
Fine.
fall.
And a key with her. Stuff that I would like to take, but I can't take it. I wish this thing had a larger inventory. Mice go into the mines and find ores and gems. That's actually pretty interesting. I wouldn't think that mice found ores and gems for you. Yeah, Nintendo. Okay. Pretty sure I've got a 3DS around here somewheres. Just need to find it. But I've always liked simulation sort of games. Farming simulation. That's why I originally bought Stardew Valley, just because it seemed like a pretty awesome kind of game to play. Sadly, when I first initially bought it, I had some sort of glitch with mine where... that's fine. Where it wouldn't actually let me load it up on Steam. So I had Stardew Valley for the longest time, but I couldn't play it. Finally, ducks find you high-quality fish. Fishy fish, fishy fish, fishy, fishy, fishy. Makes sense. But yeah. I've always been kind of interested in simulation-based games. Or management games, I guess. They're a little bit more finicky, but... yeah, you've talked a lot about these games, and they do sound quite interesting. If I can find them at my local game store, I might have to check them out. Actually, I think I could potentially rent them. Maybe. I think Family Video has those types of games. I think. It's been a long time since I've been inside of one, though, so I can't be entirely sure. But I think last I saw, they did have 3DS games. And I mean, if they don't, it'd be less likely to occur, but you know. Mice and ducks tend to find stuff higher quality than you can find by yourself in the beginning. Makes sense. But if they don't have a 3DS section, then it's potential that I could talk them into it. Because back when I was in... I don't remember the grade exactly, but I know it was grade school. One of the projects that we had to do was we had to write a letter to some company that we wanted to have something changed with. And a game called Chibi Robo had just recently come out on the GameCube. That should tell you how long ago this was. And I really wanted to play it, but the local GameStop... No, not GameStop. Local Family Video didn't have it. And I couldn't buy it, you know, because I was a kid. I didn't have an actual allowance or anything. And my parents weren't buying me games at the moment. That's fine. So... they said that if it showed up at Family Video, then they would rent it so I could play it. But they didn't have it, and you know, with that project, it's like, you know what?
A fortune waiting to
Let's
be spent.
write a letter to Family Video and convince them to have Chibi Robo added to their store. And wouldn't you know it, it happened. And they sent me a reply saying that they would hold on to the first copy that came in for me so that when I wanted to play it, I could play it. And it was awesome. You grew up on Harvest Moon, so you talk about it a lot. Hey, nothing wrong with that. Talk about what you love to talk about. It is a very good thing to always just talk about whatever makes you comfortable. Yeah, stun resisted. Stun resisted, thank you. Game. Excuse me. Gasp. Oh no. Did a revelation just make itself known to you? Did I say something astonishing? Is this thing gonna buff this giant crab to a point where I'm going to cry when it hits me? I was the only one who played it growing up? Ah. Fair. Yeah, that's a fairly common thing. To be the only one playing a certain game when you grow up. I mean, I wasn't the only one to it's kind of the opposite of the situation, but when I was growing up, oh, you just thought that was neat? Yeah, it was pretty cool that they did that for me. But I have kind of the opposite of that situation. When I was growing up, a lot of my friends had played the Kingdom Hearts games, and I had never played it, mainly because at that time, I wasn't actually into RPGs. I know, shame on me. But, yeah, I was kind of excluded from those conversations, sadly. Although I guess it's not really, everyone liked Pokemon, so you never got to talk about it. Ah, yeah. Pokemon's a beast, admittedly. It's a fun beast, but it is definitely a beast. I will freely admit I grew up on Pokemon as well. Still remember my first ever Pokemon card was Paris. The first ever Pokemon episode I saw was the one where Charizard first evolved. And the first ever Pokemon game I got was Pokemon Red, in which I kind of cheesed the game, trained my Charmander up to level 30 or something by the time of the first gym, and swept the game with a high-level Charizard. Yeah. But yeah, Pokemon is definitely a beast. It's understandable that people talk about it more. It's definitely, and it still is a pretty big thing, mind you. It's not as big as it used to be, unfortunately, because a lot more stuff has come out, but yeah, I can see why I can see that a lot of people probably would have played Pokemon more. It was probably, if I had to hazard a guess, it probably was a little bit easier to actually play Pokemon than the Harvest Moon games. Just because, I mean, like I said, I've never played a Harvest Moon game, but it sounds like it's a lot of time and effort put into doing things to get results, which is quite fun, but I mean, some people, they just want more immediate results, and seeing Pokemon's levels just jump up after every battle, fighting, all that stuff, probably appealed to quite a bit more people.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious
I can talk about any of that kind of stuff, quite frankly. I've actually played a lot of game genres now that I think on it. Like a whole lot of game genres. So I could probably go on about a lot. I could probably keep up conversations on a lot of games too. It's actually pretty casual and easy. Oh. Well. I don't know then. Might have just been parents saw that it was the most popular thing at the time and they didn't want their kids to be, I don't know, or maybe the kids saw that, you know, the cartoon show is, oh, grinding is practically non-existent? Wouldn't think that with most simulation games. But it might have just been, the fact that Pokemon actually had, like, TV shows, or a cartoon, movies, video games, and a trading card game. It's the whole package. And, you know, it advertised to so many people at once. And, of course, this was before the advent of the internet. So, games like Harvest Moon, while they are very, they are very fun, they're just not as big of, advertisement, I guess, that the Pokemon franchise got.
The bigger the beast,
Which is unfortunate.
the greater the glory.
Because, I mean, Digimon kind of felt the same
Success
results.
so clearly in view.
I like Digimon.
Or is
but
it merely
it's sadly
of the
fallen
light?
off for a while. It fell off for a long while. Oh, mission done. I'm gonna real quickly here camp. What I hear a lot is
Huddled
that
together,
people think it's boring because there is no
furtive and
fighting
vulnerable.
monsters.
Rats in a maze.
Yeah. Violence sells. That's pretty much the best way to put it. Violence tends to sell. Oh wow, that exhausted a lot of my options. But yeah, violence sells, which is probably another reason. Which would defeat the purpose of why it was made. And we're ambushed.
Darkness closes in, haunting the hearts
Okay, this
of
is
men.
not terrible, and that's not terrible at all. All things considered, this is a good ambush on our end. Got a little bit worse. Fair bit worse. But I can still deal. Oh, I can still deal. They do not want my arm. Oh, that's unfortunate. Vertigo. Oh, stun.
A
And
singular
some light.
strike.
And smack that. And smack that. The creator wanted it to be different from the rest of the RPGs at the time. And non-violent would definitely be different from norm. Because, I mean, even nowadays, most RPGs are violence. Violence is, very much a central point.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Alright, quest complete. Let us check what these two curios are first, real quick. Stash heirlooms, some busts. I'll take the extra busts. And now quest is complete.
We will find all
There was
manner
Rune
of
Factory,
great
though.
and
I'm
terrible
guessing that,
things in this watery
Fighting
tomb.
monsters was a part of that game. 3 level 5s. Clotter. Steady. And you got 2 diseases. Good gracious. Which was originally called Fantasy Harvest Moon.
Let each help the other,
Ooh.
and in so doing, help themselves.
That would be nice. Could be nice, actually. To think on this. Wait for the sort. Fantasy Harvest Moon. I'm guessing more magic-based, mystical creatures, the like. Forgot to do this again. And the sanitarium is fully upgraded. A woot, woot, woot. You can tame them in Use them for farm work. Ah, that's pretty cool.
Gilded icons and dogmatic
That is
rituals.
indeed
For
pretty
some,
cool.
a tonic against the bloodshed.
Okay. Clear the party, clear the party. Clear, clear. Clear the party. Okay. Got half an hour to go. I'm not gonna do another Cove mission. While the level restriction remove thing is nice, it's not gonna be very useful for me considering, you know, I'm on high level missions exclusively pretty much. Oh wait, real quick. Level 3 Houndmaster, no. No level 3 Doggo. You like both? Yeah. They both sound like some pretty cool games. But I think it's time to give the first of the Darkest Dungeons a fair shot here. Because we haven't actually done it once even on this playthrough. At least I don't believe we have. No, I don't think we have at all. But yeah, we haven't done any of the Darkest Dungeons in this playthrough. So I think it is time to finally start. Alright, so who should we bring? If I remember correctly, the map layout is set in stone, so scouting is pointless. In the other files, I'm pretty sure I lost to stress, so bringing a jester would not be a bad idea for the stress heals. Trying to think. Based on the name of the enemy, the Shuffling Horror means that I'm going to need units that can operate in multiple positions. So, then we need an attacker. Renauld can attack from every position but 4th. Phoenix can as well. And he's a second stress healer. Not as much damage. But I think that, heyo Infinity. How you doing? People you can marry is also neat too, though some early games don't have it. Probably because it was probably a little controversial. But we are going to bring Phoenix with us to the Darkest Dungeon here, I think. Yeah. Phoenix can come with. Make sure, otherwise, skills are up to snuff and what we want them to be. Okay. Okay. Let's think. Trinkets. So, speed is definitely important. Crescendo box and the Ancestor's Pen on Phoenix. No, the game couldn't handle that earlier stuff. You'll try to post pictures later. By the way, is the event up? I don't think the event will be up until for at least another hour, 12 minutes or so. And that's if there isn't maintenance, but given that it's an event, there probably will be maintenance. So tack a minimum of another 3 hours onto that. Damage and range skills, I just need damage in general. And then the focus rate for more accuracy. Jester is going to take the Bright Tambourine and the Bleed. And the Vestal will get the Scroll and the Head, because we need heals. Alright. Party is set. If a Darkest Dungeon quest is abandoned, not all heroes are guaranteed to survive. Someone must sacrifice themselves to hold off the fiends during retreat. Still embark. We do have a camp opportunity, but I am going to bring all the food possible. If memory serves, there's only bleed on this one, so we will bring all the bandages we can afford. I don't remember if there's any use for shovels, but I'll bring them. I don't remember if there's any use for keys, but I'll bring them. I honestly can't remember if there's any use for torches, but I will bring all of them. And we'll bring some holy water as well. Alright. Alright. This will have to be it. It's been a while since I've done this, so let's hope that I don't fail. Oh, I need some blood. That was almost a disaster. So let's hope I don't fail too hard. I really like the characters in Harvest Moon games. They seem to feel alive, even if they're not too deep. That's always a sign of a good game, when they make their characters come alive.
Once again, the stars are right, and the manor sits at the very epicenter of cosmic unrest. Cultists rally to their twisted idols, and great gongs sound in anticipation of the coming sacrifices. Far below, life-laden shadows pulse to the unrelenting rhythm of a beating heart.
Alright, here we go. Some of the enemies here are a little bit weird looking.
The blood of the fallen flows ever downward along these titan spires. The creature fattens itself on your failures.
As does the environment itself.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
The first ones are these two rapturous cultists. Memory serves, they can absolutely do no damage. But they have guard skills. These guys are considered unholy, which is good information to have, even if it's not terribly relevant at the moment. And then Flesh to Flesh is their heal, where they consume some of their own flesh, per the name.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
No loot.
Remind
I
yourself
just don't think
that
loot is possible in this one.
overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
And then here's another new enemy, Cultist Priest. Death Flash. Missed. Got a glimpse of what's beneath though.
A powerful blow. As the fiend
Right.
falls, a faint hope blossoms.
You love how the narrator's voice sounds? Yeah, the narrator in this game is awesome.
A devastating blow.
Sounds like the world depends on your success.
A
decisive
It kind of does,
battling.
to be completely honest. The world kind of does depend on our success. Actually, no, that's a lie. But, there's reasons for it. While I haven't personally beaten the game, I have seen the end game cutscenes, and yeah. It definitely makes sense in context.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles. As victories mount, so too will resistance.
Indeed.
The light, the promise of safety.
Okay.
Well struck.
Okay. That unit is potentially dead. The unit is dead. Good. One less unit is always nice. Stun. It's not like they're gonna go off. So go for damage on backline. This backline needs to take some. Fuse. Backline is down.
Destroy
Number 2.
them all.
Ren for the new god. A finger. That's quite something. Get rid of this one first, I think. Q's again. By the way, why one of our friends' name is there? Oh, they asked me to name a character after them. Infinity.
Press this advantage.
Both Phoenix
Give them
are
no
all,
quarter.
but Phoenix, Xion, and Red Velvet have all asked for characters to be named after them.
Reeling.
Ow,
About to break.
that hurt. Phoenix is a Crusader, Xion is a Plague Doctor, and Red Velvet is a Hound Master. All but Red Velvet are at maximum level as well, mainly because I don't have a unit. I don't have a Hound Master high level for Red Velvet, and I don't have low enough missions to take them on to level them up.
Seize this
I'm working on
momentum.
it, though. I'm
Push
working on
to
it.
the task's end.
Ooh, that's some bad bleed. Stress is not going to matter too much, though. But if you want a character named after yourself, then just mention it and I can do so.
A blazing
Excuse me.
star is born.
I promise to try and not to get them killed. Right, it loops around, and then it moves forward some more. See, it's safe. 3 priests. Double dodge is bad. You don't think your name will help? Nonsense. Everybody is welcome. I think it will only bring bad luck. I mean, in this game, bad luck is non-existent because it's more the game just deciding to bend you over backwards and snap your back because it enjoys your suffering. Because this game is cruel. Very, very cruel.
Masterfully
Good.
executed.
That's one. Get some damage on this one. Still alive. Death Flash. Ow. That bleed is kind of annoying. Finger.
Exposed
Ow!
to a killing blow.
That hurt. That hurt badly. Okay, that unit is dead. Some healing.
Compassion is a rarity. In the
Crueler
field
than
of
Dark
pigs
Souls?
of
Oh, yes. Oh, yes, yes, yes. This game, man, this game is evil incarnate. I kid you not. We're likely to be done with it in this round, so just pick to the face.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its
Go
own.
first, Phoenix. Thank you. 81. Got the kill. Alright, alright.
A
You are
trifling
not gonna
victory,
be bleeding out on me.
but a victory nonetheless.
Go, keep going. Keep them
The
lit.
way is lit.
But yes,
The
this
path
game can
is
be
clear.
quite much crueler
We
than Dark
require
Souls.
only the strength to follow it.
Another split. I've honestly never beaten this mission before. Still radiant. 2 healers, though. Could be bad news. Unless we can do some intense damage quick. 1 guard.
A singular
Crit
strike.
is good. That's 1 dealt with. Yeah, you can overwrite the names to rename characters to other things. It's actually a fairly common thing for streamers to do that for some. And I mean, the names have no significance outside of 2 characters, I believe. But of those 2, one of them is dead, and the other one I think is too low level for me to even use right now. So, you know, meh. Decent hit is decent. Good hit is good. Still lives. That's not nice. That's not nice at all.
Slowly.
Well,
Gently.
gosh darn it.
This is how a life is
Oh,
taken.
thank God.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying
So I can
fall.
heal up. I don't like healing
As the
for so
light
little.
gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
Wasting. Nope. You're not wasting away on my watch. I can't afford to do another feed like that. I can't tell you how tempted I am to look up the map for this right now. Because this could very well be the boss. I think we gotta camp.
Gathered close in tenuous firelight.
Might be a little early to camp, but
uneasy companionship.
no ambush. No stress. And heal.
The wounds of war
Alright.
can be healed, but never hidden.
And then bless you. Rest. Because I feel like we're approaching the end of this mission. And the boss fight is probably going to be hell on earth. Okay, this was not fight, it was goodies, which I do not need. He says right now, but I very well need them. But I will take them, nonetheless. Just so long as I don't get killed over them. Stun this one. Good, stun is good. Good, healer is down. Rend, hurt. Oh, look how much it bleeds me. Fates reveal. That's a fairly significant amount of stress. Finger.
Unnerved,
That's a fairly significant amount of damage. And stress. Fate's push. Okay. So much blood indeed. You gotta take a bandage here. We gotta get rid of this one.
Impressive.
Oh, thank God. Okay. So now there's just one, but my Vestal is looking like she could see a lot better days. She needs to bandage. And then she needs to heal herself. Better. Still not great, though. I need stress heal on her. Even if leaving this thing alive is probably not the best idea. For that exact reason, she just completely counteracted the stress heal we just did. But we have 2 stress healers, so haha. Bury a pickaxe in her face. Good. Crit is good. And then party heals. Not bad, not bad. And there's just her. Dang it. I wanted to get more stress heal. And looks like I can get my want. Fates reveal again on her. It's so annoying. I can deal with the stress for a little while still. I haven't gotten the notice that more enemies are going to be coming inbound. Health is actually also pretty healthy looking now. Alright, I'll have to take it there. Something hastily left behind by our ancestor. Ooh, lots of good stuff. Plus 15 accuracy, range deals 3 speed and 10% stress. Okay. And more Scouty Scout reveals this way. I imagine it probably connects up down there. One way to find out. Popping holy waters just in case. So if this is the boss fight, we need it up. It's not. Okay. That's new though. Malignant growth. Never seen one of those before. No idea what they do. But we are likely going to be finding out here shortly. Again! Why do they keep revealing fate to her? And flesh wolf, dang it. Okay. Deathlash didn't hurt too bad. Debuff is annoying, but I can deal. Stun the growth or heal. I think you stun the growth just in case. I don't want to risk whatever it's gonna do. Going into this not knowing what it does could screw me over in the long run.
Grievous injury. Palpable fear.
Ow, that actually hurt a little bit. Note to everybody, don't suck in air too fast and too hard. It can hurt. Heal, dang it. That movement actually really messed up our tempo. Like, really badly did. Finger. Ow. And here we go. Restalt's resolve is tested, and she is abusive.
Frustration
Oh joy.
and fury.
We knew it was going to happen. And the malignant growth maul the flesh. Bleed skill. Not terrible though. Fate's reveal on him. He dodges. Thank goodness. Fuse. Both live. Daggers.
Precision
Good.
and power.
You're done. You still live. Daze the mind. Stun skill. That's actually quite annoying. You're
Slow
done.
death.
So 1 health on this growth.
Unforgiving.
We would do that. Move. I'm gonna play a risky game here by seeing what this thing can do. That one in the back was having a good time? No, it wasn't. It was hurting me. It was not being nice to me. It was being quite mean, actually.
A momentary abatement.
I'm gonna risk seeing what this thing can do exactly in a controlled environment. So it has a stun and it has a bleed. Both of which I can technically out-heal. So let's work on getting our Vestal to no longer be abusive. It's gonna be a stretch to do so, and I think this thing might actually only be able to attack frontline, which would be quite good, actually. So we can take this time to heal up both body and mind. Controlled environment. Yeah, I know, controlled. I'm pushing my luck by just saying that. Okay, it can't only attack first. That's unfortunate. But I mean, still, we now learn in this somewhat controlled environment that it can attack at the very least second position. So that's more knowledge to have. Knowledge for knowledge's sake. Alright, so this next round is going to have to be the last round of combat, because otherwise it is going to spawn some reinforcements, which we don't want. As close as we are to getting her stress down to 0, we can't afford it. We'll have her get the kill. Did help with the stress like I hoped it would. Alright.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Oh, that's not a long, ominous corridor or anything. I imagine our query is beyond here. Keep it bright as possible. More enemies. I need to get rid of that abusive. Almost 1 point off. Dang it. I hope by doing that I did not just condemn another unit.
The ground
Good.
quakes.
Good. Curiosity killed the cat, they say. Oh, yeah. That is a very apt use for this game. Infinity. Curiosity killed the cat, indeed. This whole thing started because our ancestor was curious in the Eldritch arts. Oh, stress got down to 0. Awesome. And that missed. Or rather, they dodged. Okay, that's 1. These 2 are high stressed, but I can't really do anything about it. Looks like we are going to be going over time-wise for this one. Honest to goodness, no surprise there. I figured this mission would be a little on the long side. Party heals. Good, critical heal. Party's almost at full. That's nice. Speed of 7. I gotta go for the stress heal. Well, actually, I have to, because I can't actually hit anybody else. Kick to the face. There we go. Alright. The boss fight is very much behind this door.
Success.
I can feel it. And it is not going to be a pretty fight. Here we go. The Shuffling Horror. Low bleed resist, at the very least. I do think we battle Ballad first, though. Fake Lash, or Death Lash. That's unfortunate that he's back there. I cannot easily target him. And we will need to keep our heals up. Fat boy indeed. Undulating fat boy at that. Yep, shuffle, shuffle. He likes to shuffle. Thankfully, this party was chosen for the fact that they can be somewhat versatile in their positioning. That is a shuffling horror, Red Velvet. I told you, this game can be pretty messed up in its designs. Extra mouths, the extra eyes, the undulations. Aw, man. I was hoping to do another lance. That works too. Lacerate hurts. Bleed is pretty bad. That's a pretty significant bleed. The name suits him, though? Yeah, it definitely does. I will agree with you there. The name suits this beast. Horror is a good way to put whatever that thing is. Only thing he does is shuffle the decks. Yeah, but that shuffle can be quite bad sometimes. Quite bad indeed. Battle Ballad. I said Battle Ballad. If, for example, there are some units that absolutely cannot attack from the back line. If I had one of them, then, and they got hit back there, they would be useless for a whole round, which would be bad. And we dodged. Okay. Also, it just occurred to me that we are back in default party order, completely unintentionally at that. Lacerations aren't too bad, but even still. Shadowfield. Slice off, good. Crit is good. Get that heal, because we need it. And to be completely honest, by the way, this is the first time I'm ever facing against this thing. I usually die before fighting it. Undulations, dang it, moved her out of to a bad position for what she's set up for. 31. Bleed is adding up on him. Definitely need to use that. And move to there. Party heals.
Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
Fade. No. Pick. Yes!
A victory.
Oh, that lucky crit. That lucky crit. Of course you're asleep when you're about to farm stingers. Oh boy. Ooh, that unlucky crit. This could be the end of Glanville, by the way. Because he's bleeding. Unless I kill this unit. Okay, Glanville lives. Glanville lives. But, be careful with the farming, Red Velvet. We could very well be getting maintenance with this new update, which would then mean that, you know, you can't really farm for much longer.
The blood quickens.
stun. Alright. And there we go. The Ancestor's bottle is found here.
Horrors.
And the mission
Bottled
is
and
complete.
driven into the mud.
Return to the hamlet! For the first time, We Are the Flame has been defeated. Holy crud. That was honestly quite stressful. Phoenix is now having spasming entrails. Trelly is now a bad gambler. Glanville has slow reflexes, but is a clutch hitter. And Restalt has a last gasp. Okay.
You have merely glimpsed the edge of the abyss, but it is enough to trigger the cycle of revelation. Now, like me, you will begin to see things as they truly are.
That's not ominous at all. So, success in the Darkest Dungeon has inspired all heroes in the hamlet. All stress has been removed. What? You guys saw that too, right? This unit had a strange icon. Also, it is now a blood moon. Oh, look at Gion, everybody. Look at Gion's icon. It is the fourth one down. Look at it. Look at it. Something's happened to Gion. Look at his icon. It's some weird abomination. If I cycle, do I see this? No. It reverts. Phoenix has spasming entrails. He's got a disease. But, some things to note. With the completion of the Darkest Dungeon, all those heroes that did it have this little torch next to them. That means that they will never and absolutely refuse to ever go back into the Darkest Dungeon. Ever again. The stress of that is, yeah. What? WTF? Yeah. What I guess the Ancestor said was true. We are starting to see the true nature of things now. I'm gonna go ahead and clear the party here real quick, just so I can see if these 5 need anything done. No, does not look like it. Alright, sort by level. And I'm wondering... There's another one! Griffin this time! Oh boy. So... I do think that with the completion of the Darkest Dungeon, with a blood moon hanging over the hamlet, and with us beginning to see the true nature of some things, I think it's time for me to call the stream. Oh, there's another one. So, yes, Gianna's a weird monster thing confirmed. So, thank you all so much for coming out. It's been a pleasure to talk to you all. I finally did it. I beat the first part of the Darkest Dungeon. Now there's like 2 more to go, I think. So that'll be fun. Especially since I can't use the ones from before. But, if you guys enjoyed watching me, be sure to leave me some feedback. Follow, like, comment, subscribe. Any of those kinds of things would be appreciated. If you want to check out more videos by me, be sure to check out my channel. Or go to my YouTube for more stuff. But once again, thank you all for coming out. Have a fantastic day, night. Have a good rest. And I will see you all in the next stream. Bye-bye.